Hi there Aries, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your weekly intuitive reading for July 20th through to the 27th. Can you believe it? Almost the end of July already. What a crazy year it's been. I think I say that every time I start a reading, guys. Let's start with the Work Your Light Oracle. I'm going to get an overarching theme or message out, and it's come out straight away. Share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution and expression. There might be something on your heart, Aries, that you haven't communicated. It might be an indication that it's time to, really step up. Say what's on your heart and be open to communicate. Sometimes we suppress what we truly want to say, and it just might be the time to speak up. Let's get a Yogic Path card for you. Sometimes we don't share our voice for sheer fear of judgment or shame, guys, and it can be time to speak up. We have got Buddhi, beautiful. That is coming out a lot at the moment. Big sense of spirituality here. Let's get out your tarot cards to paint the picture, and then we'll come back to that oracle card. So first of all, Aries, I'm going to pull the card for your recent past. Energies leaving, completing, or transitioning in your life. What you might be currently journeying that's going to transition into this week for Aries, July 20th to the 27th. As you probably know, Aries, I don't choose the cards, I allow them to flip or fall. Justice. Wow, okay, going in with a big energy. Might have been some wrongs righted in your life recently. Might have been rebalancing after a karmic injustice was done to you. Let's get out your focus. Current energy, please, for Aries. Too many. 9 of Pentacles. Wow. Well, you're definitely shining bright, Aries, in your true independent, self-sufficient form. You're so good at that. All right, let's get out the near future and outcome energy. Oh, guys, you know what? This was at the bottom of the deck when I picked up the Rider-Waite to start shuffling, and I was going to show it to you, and I thought, well, I haven't started doing the shuffle yet, so maybe it's not for you, but here it goes. Wow, that is amazing, guys. That is just a huge sign of turning a positive corner. The worst is over. We've got abundance all over this with the King of Pentacles and that 9 of Pentacles. Let's get the clarifiers out, get a bit of more information on the story. Let's clarify the Justice card for you. That one's poking out. It is the Moon. Yeah, absolutely. And the Akashic Records was behind that. Yeah, there's a sense of predestiny here, and the Moon is really things that can be happening in the shadows, in the undercurrents. There's a sense of really bringing a sense of justice to things that might have been kind of kept from you, hidden from you. Everything's coming out into the light now, Aries. Let's clarify that 9 of Pentacles. So it's out of the shadows, into the light, coming back into a greater place of balance, or a situation coming into a place of balance. Strength. Yeah, it's never easy when you're going through a justice situation, having that strength and courage to face things full on. We've got the Knight of Swords and the Page of Wands. Yeah, moving forward, progress. New passion, new purpose. What's at the bottom of this deck? Oh, it's the 9 of Pentacles again, just for a reminder. Okay, Aries, let's read these cards. Okay, Aries, coming back to the oracle cards here, Buddhi. Now this is coming out for another one of the signs. It might have been Sagittarius, actually. It was one of the ones I've recently done. It's coming out a bit at the moment. Now, Buddhi is the inner wisdom or intellect, and it says that you are now remembering that you're actually born with all the answers that you are seeking. It's just really the sense of being very in your power, being very independent. It's almost like a bit of a Nine of Pentacles energy, you know, really realizing that you hold all the keys, not anybody else. It says you realize life is not about learning, but rather relearning, letting go of the illusions so we can remember our innate solutions. That's absolutely what we see in the Justice and the Moon energy, letting go of an illusion so that we can rebalance. And it may be that you've needed to share your voice, to step up, to step into your power in order to initiate this justice situation that we have here, Aries. So let's go to these cards in the recent past. Justice with the Moon and Akashic Records. Yeah, wow, powerful. Guys, Akashic Records is an extra major arcana in this particular tarot deck, the Star Child Tarot, really beautiful deck here. And for me, this is the card of predestiny and things are written, because the Akashic Records is a concept, guys, that, you know, there is a sense that you have a soul library, a library of your soul that has all the experiences and everything that's kind of ever happened to your soul throughout its evolution in lifetimes and its past lives is stored in this Akashic record, right? And there's an idea that we can kind of access that information. It's very, very interesting. So there's a sense here that there might be something, you know, being revealed from your Akashic record. Now, this could be, you know, a step on your life path being revealed to you, because I believe that in the Akashic records is held, you know, the key milestones and the life lessons that you set out to achieve in this lifetime that you came here to work on. You may not believe that, guys. If not, just let it go. But there's a sense here of predestiny, or, you know, something being revealed to you that was kind of like stored in your record that kind of had a timer on it, and it's going ding, ding, ding. And now's the time to reveal that, to work on it, to work through this karmic injustice. There's a lesson in this particular experience for you. Now, with the moon, you know, the moon is about secrets. It can mean that this is the indication that there is this sense of information from the past, or becoming aware of a life lesson coming to light. It can also be a deception or something happening behind the shadows, some kind of undercurrent that is coming to the surface or has come to the surface in the recent past. Now, this is a general weekly reading, guys, so you can apply this to whatever situation you are journeying, but some examples of that might be, you know, finding out somebody's true nature, true character, who has kind of shown you one face, but on the inside, they might be quite different from that. You know, people can do that at the start of relationships. Sometimes our friends may do that to us as well. And it absolutely happens in work situations where people kind of have that mask on. So it can be kind of the falling off of the mask, that sort of thing. It could be, you know, the white lies, the deceptions that somebody has told you. This can be an illusion that's being shattered, and it could be an illusion that you've been happily playing along with, Aries. You know, sometimes we can play along, you know, in the illusion of love that somebody is right for us, when maybe really, really deep down we know that they're not. But, you know, there's an idea that whatever this experience was for you, you have, you know, played out in it because it's part of your soul's journey. It's part of your Akashic record. It was, you know, like a program that was set to run at this time so that you could get the learning from it. But with that justice energy here, guys, I think we see either the ending or the adjustment of that situation, because justice does talk about, you know, balancing karmic injustices, wrongs being righted, a fair and just modification happening in a situation in order to rebalance those karmic scales. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra, that's possible as well, but I feel like this is the situation coming back into balance, and I feel like it's something to do with you stepping up and sharing your voice and calling it out. That could be the lesson that you needed to learn in this. It's like, I'm not playing the illusion anymore. You know, I see who you are, what you're doing. And, you know, that is you stepping into your power because you're calling out a situation. So that's the Justice card. The Justice has other levels, guys, like, you know, like legal proceedings, seeking legal advice, divorce, separation, property agreements, all that kind of element as well. But it doesn't have to be. It is number 11 as well. It's quite a synchronistic energy. It's what I'm saying. It's synchronistic. This is playing out at this particular moment because it was it was predestined to happen at this time, to unfold, right? It's part of your soul's journey in this moment in time. And who's coming out on top, Aries? You, without any doubt. Double Nine of Pentacles absolutely means, you know what? You are going to be shining so bright after this situation. The Nine of Pentacles is that card of independence, self-sufficiency, abundance. If this is a legal situation where there's money involved, I absolutely close to guarantee that you are the one that's walking away with some of those pentacles, you know, because this really is a card of quality, luxury, you know, having like Nine of Pentacles. It's very, very abundant. It's high up the numbers in abundance. It's about, you know, attainment and fruition and actually kind of reaping the fruits of your labors as well. It also shows you being in your confidence and being magnetic and being powerful. So if we're in a justice situation and we don't come out victorious, there's no way we're getting double Nine of Pentacles in our energy field. This is you going, I always knew all along that, you know, I was either in the right or operating from my integrity, and that's why I brought this to justice, shared my voice, because I knew that I would come out on top. But it wasn't easy, you know, we've got strength here. You're having the strength and courage here to walk through the rest of this situation. This can mean, guys, that if you were partnered, either in business or romantic partnership, that you're potentially going to be walking solo or stepping out of this alone. And I think that's why we have the strength card here, because it can be quite a tricky thing to navigate after kind of being in some sense of partnership to then start going it alone. So some of you might have been in a work or business situation where you had a partner and there's some truth come to light, there's a justice situation, and now you're out on your own. And you could actually just take that same storyline and adjust that for a romantic situation. The strength card, it talks about, you know, keeping our inner demons under control and our ego. And I will reiterate that because the Nine of Pentacles obviously is a card of kind of all the beautiful things. So just keeping that ego under control, or listening to the message of the higher self, right? Trying not to operate too much from the mind, but really still connecting with that, you know, that message of the heart. Because we've got Buddhi here as well, which is a card of intellect. So we want to make sure that we're not running too much from the mind. So yeah, I see you kind of taking that step into independence after that situation. I feel like this is some sense of liberation for you, Aries. Now, in the near future outcome energy, wow, I mean, can't argue with the sun, guys. I mean, this says, Aries, that the worst is over, if that was a challenging situation for you, and you are now headed into an extremely positive cycle. They do say that the sun is the most positive card in the tarot deck. This is the healing energy. This is the light that shines into those dark corners and puts the spotlight on anything that's not in alignment for you, or anyone that's playing deceptive games, whatever that moon energy was, that reveals the secrets. There's no escaping that sun. That light is so bright that it's going to eclipse any darkness. Now, this is also a card of being reborn. Yeah, you might feel a bit vulnerable if you're going out on your own, leaving a relationship, leaving a business partnership, leaving a friendship, whatever it is. But you are being reborn, Aries. Absolutely. You know, you've gone through the challenges. This baby's burst through this brick wall here. But you're on to manifesting happiness. This is a card of happiness and a beautiful new beginning. So it's just an amazing, strong energy, Aries. Now we've got the Knight of Swords and the Page of Wands. So the Knight of Swords for me is like, okay, now that that's over, I don't want to walk, I want to run. It's fast, swift progress. So because you're an Aries as well, and I know how much you guys love action and like to get things done, and you're like, you easily step into the masculine energy of doing. Don't forget to just be this week, and don't take things too quickly. You know, you might have just released yourself from a situation and you want to charge forward, but just make sure that you pace yourself. That's the message with the Knight of Swords. Sometimes we can move a little too quickly. The Page of Wands for me is definitely you getting back into your fire energy. It can be a messenger of opportunity, something that's on passion, on purpose for you. But what I see when I see this particular Page of Wands card is that this person here, you, Aries, is about to step through a portal, follow the light, into another dimension, into another chapter. I see this portal as being, you're looking over your shoulder at the last remnants of a past situation, whatever it is that you've been journeying, and you're going, that was great, I learnt the lesson. I've worked through this part of my Akashic record, and now it's time for me to step through that portal into my next chapter. And you're following the light of the sun, Aries. It's transformation. It's a transformative energy. It's really, really beautiful. And let's not forget who's hanging out over to the side, Aries, the King of Pentacles. Now the King of Pentacles is another sign of, you know what? I feel that whatever is through that portal for you, Aries, in this next chapter, this next step on the path, there's definitely abundance there. There's solidity, security. You can trust this path and commit to it. That's the King of Pentacles. There is some real sense of success here to be had for you. Aries, I love it. I'm excited. Keep in mind it is a general reading. There's a general energies for the collective. It's not saying that everything like this is absolutely going to fall in your lap, but these are energies that you can work with this week. So it won't resonate for everyone. Guys, take what does, leave the rest. And do leave me a comment if it does resonate, if you feel called to share. I do love to hear how these are playing out for you, and I read each and every one. I do try and respond to them as well. And I find it just helps me get to know you guys and connect with your energies. And let's go back next week, same time, same place, and do this weekly message thing again. I'll see you there.